Whoa, how do we even get here today, man? Tell you one thing, dude. It's been a long day. Welcome to another episode of The Greatest Mistake. Damn, dude, that's how tired I am. I almost called this by the old podcast name.
Starting out good with a good mistake.
Oh, yeah, dude. The Great Mistake. I'm Graham Rogers, and with me, as always, is our band leader, Mr. Gerard Bauer.
Hey, guess what, everybody?
What up?
We're like in the top 20 of comedy stand-up podcasts.
Dang.
And that's all thanks to you.
Yeah, big out.
The
big
listener.
Thanks. Big thanks, you know. A lot of CBD had to happen for, you know, us to reach that top 20, so we do appreciate it.
And we're like top 3 for, like redheaded hosts with a bearded step
dude,
host. A step host, right?
With a step host and a stepfather, you know? It's a rarity these days to have a redheaded stepchild, a legit redheaded stepchild. Dang. But you know what? Sometimes in life, things work out for a reason, and I know that there's a reason while I'm here, you know? I had to remind myself about that today. I was about ready to get into that zone of, for the past week I've been living that no internet life.
No internet life?
No internet life.
What happened?
You know, sometimes in life when, if you don't pay your internet bill, they'll kind of call it off.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's like flaking on a date.
Yeah.
But sometimes you flake on that internet bill and they just go zoop and they don't call you back. Right?
No internet.
So this is what you got to do when you don't got that internet. You got to use that Wi-Fi when you can, right?
No mobile hotspot for you?
No, I don't even know. I don't trust mobile hotspots, dude. If you don't have internet at your house, then you're left to your own devices. Then
Literally,
all those books that have been sitting on your shelves become a little bit more welcoming. You know, you pick up a children's book, learn about the post office. I don't know, you vacuum your house more.
That's a great device, the vacuum.
I've done a lot of vacuuming. Candles. I've lit a lot of candles. When you don't have internet, you light a lot of candles. Now, I do have electricity.
Yeah.
I'm not living that no electricity life. That's next level, but I have been lighting a lot of candles. I had a scented candle, and now it's about gone. You know.
What scent?
Fresh linens.
That's a classic scent.
It's a good one.
And I like it.
Yankee Candle makes beautiful scented candles, and it's been keeping me, you know, sometimes I let that candle light kind of be like a eternally burning flame, except can be a fire hazard if you don't blow it out.
It's a guiding light.
You know? So what you do is when you get to a friend's house, you casually ask for that Wi-Fi password.
Just casually.
You're like, hey, I got to check an email. Can I get that Wi-Fi password? Or like, hey, my mom's trying to FaceTime. Can I get that Wi-Fi password? You know, but when you get on that Wi-Fi password, guess what? Your mom's not trying to call. There's no emails coming in. What you do is you log on to Netflix and you download a series. You use their data. You use their Wi-Fi for your internet needs. So, but then, dude, you got to make that conscious decision. Okay, I only have so much data on my phone. Only so much space. What Netflix shows am I going to download? How about Inside Bill's Brain? The story about Bill Gates. Watching a Bill Gates doc without internet felt so bad. You know, and this guy's like, man, we're gonna cure typhoid fever by 2021, dude. I haven't even cured a way to turn the electricity back on. You know,
you haven't even cured your Wi-Fi problem.
No.
By 2025? I think so. Let's do it. We can do it.
Possibly, dude. You know, but Bill Gates is on another level, and it's like, can we please stop it with these people that are just overachievers, man? I mean, he's done great things, sure. But do we really need a self-flushing toilet? Come on. Have you heard of digging a hole?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, a lot of people supposedly are dying from diarrhea, and that's a real thing. That's a sad thing. But
Yeah. That's rough. You're in a rough place if you're going to die from diarrhea.
Well, that's actually what the documentary was talking about. It's a lot of people and a lot of children in third world countries die from diarrhea.
That's
insane. It's insanity. I mean, dude, think about here when you get diarrhea, you just go get some Pepto-Bismol and
Kaopectate.
It's no big deal. It's a joke.
Yeah,
not in other places.
You just don't eat. I mean, I don't eat when I get diarrhea. I just stop eating until it goes away.
I usually continue to eat to push out the diarrhea.
That's a valid approach as well.
Yeah, both approaches can lead to no diarrhea, but I've never had a friend die. I've never even had a friend get kind of dead from diarrhea.
Here's how unthreatening diarrhea is to me. When you said the word diarrhea, I was immediately thinking of our hopeful future guests, Ryan, and if he would like to be called nicknames, and I was like, Ryeria. How funny is that as a nickname for a guy named Rye? Mm-hmm. And that's how unthreatened I am by the sound of diarrhea.
Yeah, so unthreatening that you're already giving our
I'm coming up with
our
bits.
future guest that hasn't been on. Yeah,
yeah. I got jokes.
Yeah, it's a lot watching someone really to their own horn.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. You've had a lot of accomplishments, and we thank you that. We thank you for that, Bill Gates. And but at the same time, I don't need to know what you're having for breakfast.
Give it a rest.
I don't need to know that you drink 14 Diet Cokes a day. We get it. You're weird. The funniest thing about the documentary was they're talking to Melinda, and they're like, yeah, there's so much humor in our relationship. I'm like, what on earth does Bill say that's funny?
What if he's just like a dirty motherfucker in private?
Dude, I bet you there'll be a Me Too story about Bill Gates. Bill Gates tried to shove his microprocessor up my pussy. He was so creepy. He kept telling me to code his dick. It's like, dude, I don't know. Bill Gates.
I would know that one was false because that doesn't sound like something Bill Gates would say.
Well, because he hasn't said it to you, but you're a young Microsoft intern.
It would have been more technically accurate because you were just all over the place with
binary.
That
one. He could have been like,
he was like 0011 00111.
Yeah, he talks in binary for sure. But yeah, I've been downloading a lot of stuff and watching it on my phone, which is kind of strange, watching it.
Can't cast that somewhere? Cast it to the TV?
Nah, that just seems like a violation of some kind of treaty somewhere. I'm not trying to cast anything to a TV. The TV's off, and that's on me. I'm not trying to fake this. I'm not trying to fake this time.
Like you're going for the Amish.
I'm going for the weird.
Amish.
I'm going for the fucking. I watch it on a tripod, and I plug in my Bluetooth headphones, and I don't try to steal my neighbor's Wi-Fi. I go in there and I watch it on a 4-inch device, and it is sad. Like
a man, though, dude. Sad like a man.
Hungry like a wolf, dude. Sad like a man, hungry like a wolf. So that's really what has been going on. Your boy got a new job. And let me tell you one thing, that even though in the past when I didn't have a job, I was very poor, my quality of life was way better than it is now. Now I'm working 5 days a week and my quality of life sucks a fucking dick. It's bringing back those old feelings. It's bringing back those old anxiety. It's just crazy, dude. It's crazy to crash so hard at 2 p.m. when you go home and you lay down and you are out cold. And then you wake up after an hour and a half nap and you don't know where you are. You don't even remember last time you talked to your mom. Your mouth is dry. You feel like you just really drank a lot of Four Loko, but like the original formula, and you woke up. And then you got to reacclimate yourself to life, after a midday crash, because when you wake up, it's like 3:30. So it's still bright. You take a nap when it's light. You wake up when it's light. And then it takes about another hour and a half to reacclimate yourself, and that's uncomfortable. So I guess
you feel like you've woken up in a different world a little bit.
Honestly, dude, you have weird daydreams, you know, and you know, honestly, when I think about this day to day, I think about, hey, it wouldn't be so bad living in my car. I got a Volvo. It has third row seats. I don't know if I parked it outside a nice neighborhood, if I parked it in a nice street in Venice, if I parked it up in the hills somewhere, like, would it be that bad to live in my car and to not have a day job? I mean, I don't think I would do that, but that's where my mind goes. That's where my mind goes to when it's in a place of flight or fight. Do I fight sleep? Do I flight from sleep?
Do you run?
And dude,
Do you take a flight somewhere?
No, I mean, I would like to take a flight to the East Coast to freaking play with some foliage right now. I would love to just play with some leaves.
Well, that brings me to an interesting question for you, Graham.
What's up?
Hypothetically, say you buy a nice reading lamp from Goodwill. You get home, turn on the lamp, boom, genie pops out.
Okay.
And he says, Graham, guess what I can do for you? I can give you a wish. Can't wish for more wishes.
Okay, of course not. That's like casting on your TV. That's bullshit.
Total bullshit.
Suspicious move.
And he's like, and I have to let you know that since, you know, Aladdin came out, we've had to really crack down on genie activity.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm real, you know, there's a lot of rules, and I'm going to let you know. I can get you any job you want, but if it's your dream job, I can't give it to you.
Oh, that's a great question. Well, my dream job is also obviously to be a touring comedian, to be a successful touring, self-sufficient stand-up comedian. I think I could be happy in a writer's room. I think
Genie's like, I don't know, man. It's really close to what you want.
That's kind of close, I know. Let's say it's a job outside the biz.
It has to. He's kind of like, you know what? It's got to be outside the biz.
Yeah, like
there's no way you can't get a job where you can catapult yourself.
He knows too many people at Modern Family.
Yeah,
you can't get a job on TV or. I think I would like to. I don't know. I could see myself. Maybe working in like an editing bay. Is that against the rules?
You're still kind of in the biz. He's like, I know. He's like, I know you, Graham. He's like, you're gonna get into the editing bay, and somebody's gonna come in, and you're gonna start cracking jokes, and they're gonna be like, you're funny, dude. You should do stand up.
And then you're gonna edit yourself into a movie, dude. Ant-Man comes out, and Paul Rudd now has Graham's face on it. Dude, I'm definitely using that for bad, for sure.
He's like, he's like, if you do that, he's like, everything. I'll come up, I'll fuck your shit up. I'll bring it all crashing down if I see you making that jump.
Yeah, and I would.
Yeah.
I would, because I would get resentful of that job. Oh, you know what I would probably like to do? I was going to say be a dog trainer. Train dogs.
That's pretty good.
I think a dog trainer would be cool. Oh.
But he would, your genies makes it happen. All of a sudden, you've got the ability.
Oh, I'm like Caesar freaking Milano, dude.
He gives you everything you're going to need for this job.
Maybe a therapist. I do that. I think I would like to help people. I like talking to people. So that could be cool. But then again, I don't want to hear people's like dark problems. Like I want to be a therapist light, a diet therapist. Someone comes to me about like being a little stressed, a little bit of depression, a little bit of family or relationship issues, but I don't want PTSD victims.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, a child psychologist, and you have to deal with.
No. I would like to deal
abuse.
with. I would like to deal with people that want to. Oh, what would be fun also? So I would want to lead a meditation retreat.
Oh yeah,
then you're just sitting down and getting connected. But then I would feel bad because. Dude, you know what about yoga? I don't trust yoga instructors, dude. There was this yoga instructor I once knew named Palio. And dude, Palio had long hair and kind of looked like Fabio, and he wasn't trustworthy at all. And you could tell because, I didn't know him personally, but just in his class that I take a few times, this guy had a propensity for correcting women's posture.
Oh,
you
yeah.
think he came up to me and put his hands on my ass? No, but this guy was all about fixing women, and I could just tell this guy had a sleazy vibe. You know, he came off, and if you look at his Instagram, it's all light and positivity, but dude,
Right.
you know that guy fucks trees. You know that guy rolls around in freaking 12 herbs and spices and rubs that on his. You know that he's just not trustworthy.
A lot of body oils in his home, all kinds.
Dude, vanilla extract, freaking B12. He has everything.
That's probably his go-to move. Is once he gets the girl home, he's like, "Hey, would you like me to rub you down with some of these essential oils?"
Yo, I got parsnip. I got parsnip oil.
It's very good for migraines.
It's $12 a milliliter. I'll rub it on your temples, and then more, and then more. Dude, thinking about that. So 4th of July this past year, I went to this like sober party, and first of all, if you're recovering in any sort of way, I think it's a great idea to hang out with people that are sober. But also, these parties can suck massive ding dongs. I've always said I like a party where people are partying.
Yeah.
I don't mind it's more triggering for me to be at a party full of sober people than it is to be being at a party with people partying. Yeah. When people are fucking crushing LaCroix and vaping their fucking nostrils out, that is when I'm like, God damn it, this is awful.
That sounds like my kind of party, man. Maybe I should hang out with these people instead.
Well, go for it. We'll trade parties. But I was at this party, and this guy who is like, he's a huge wellness buff, but very wah woo woo, and
cutting edge. If
you can say that. This guy is quote unquote sober, but does microdoses and does LSD and mushrooms all the time, and he does.
It's a growing movement. Man.
It is, and I'm not opposed to it at all. And I'll tell you why I don't think he's sober. It doesn't have anything to do with him microdosing. It has him. It's all about him being a slave to trying to find a perfect feeling.
Right. He's still chasing a buzz.
Exactly. But the buzz he's chasing is that perpetual happiness. And that's why I don't think he's sober. It's not because he microdoses. It's because I think he's trying to maintain this unattainable level of happiness. So I go over to his house, and he lives kind of in the Hollywood Hills, and we're crushing LaCroix, and I need a coffee. A fucking cup of coffee. And that's an easy request for a sober person. Sober people have coffee hidden everywhere. Dude, I have a cup of coffee hidden under my bed right now. I have coffee in my sock right now. Everywhere. Coffee, and it's an easy request, right? Not for this guy. Wah Woo Woo does coffee a little bit differently.
Ooh, what's happening?
So
what's happening?
I kind of bring up that I need some coffee, and he goes, "Oh, dude, I got you." The guy puts on a hazmat suit because this coffee is so complex. He turns on the ventilation fans.
Yeah, he doesn't want any stray aromas mixing with this. What you're about to
So this guy puts on a full hazmat suit and goes in. He's gone for an hour and a half. He comes back out, dude. He has to have the military grade biohazard, and he has to have the biohazard wash.
The shower,
yeah. He has to get completely sanitized. He has his own sanitation station. Okay, it looks like freaking Apocalypse Meow there, dude. Okay, so he comes back out holding a mug of coffee with that much. It was maybe enough for like, dude, if you had a heart murmur, you could drink this coffee. If you had arrhythmia, you could drink this coffee.
How many hummingbirds would it serve?
Half a hummingbird.
Half a hummingbird.
Half a hummingbird.
Worth of coffee.
Yeah, maybe 3 bees. 3 bees could enjoy this coffee. Half a hummingbird. A squirrel, it wouldn't do nothing to a squirrel.
Yeah.
It would be like CBD to a squirrel. Let's bring it back to CBD squirrels. I drink the coffee 2 sips. What do you think it does to me?
Nothing.
After serving this bullshit coffee.
So it wasn't good to the last drop.
There was only 1 drop.
Okay.
It was 1
good.
drop.
Was the drop good?
It was microdosing coffee. This guy microdoses coffee. That's what it was. It was 1 drop. He would put a tincture on my tongue, actually, dude.
So it was technically good to the last drop because there was just 1 drop.
There's 1 drop. Yeah. And the 1 drop was amazing. I wanted a whole cup of it. This guy was in his house for an hour and a half. And he gave me 1 drop of coffee. The whole party got 1 drop. And everyone was like, this coffee is so good. That's all you need. I'm like, bullshit. Stop being nice to this dude. Give me anything but 1 drop. Everyone was like, yeah, man, Luke makes the best coffee. I'm like, Luke,
hey, gotta love the support, man.
Yeah, I know. That's another thing. It's like a fucking improv group, dude. Hugs for bad work. You did great. That scene was great. No, it wasn't. Let's still hug it out. Let's go all out and get trashed after this because we did such a good improv practice. Let's do it. That's what this coffee was. Hug it out, bitch. We deserve it. It was awful. So then after we got all amped up on coffee from everyone else who supposedly was buzzing from it, people were buzzing. Someone started being romantic. Dude, their couples were getting in fights. It was people were
fired up from that drop of coffee.
People were fired up, dude. Someone actually gave birth during this cup of coffee. It was crazy. Then he starts explaining what else he's got going on at the house. First of all, he doesn't believe in cell phone radiation. Well, he does believe in cell phone radiation. So he
doesn't believe that cell phones actually work. He thinks they're fake.
No, he thinks they're fake. So he chose his house purposely so that it wouldn't have cell phone service. So not only am I sober, hyped up on 1 drop of coffee, I don't have any cell phone service to phone a friend. I couldn't call anyone. He wouldn't give me the password for the Wi-Fi because it was unethical, dude. It was unethical Wi-Fi. He couldn't give it. He wouldn't do it. So I'm up there by myself, 4th of July, the country's birthday. People are at the beach. People are partying. People are at the lake houses. And I'm sitting there with 1 finger up my ass and another finger on a freaking LaCroix. And this guy was like, man, there's no cell phone service. I was like, great. I was like, well, is there anything we can do in the meantime? He goes, oh, yeah. Walks me upstairs. He has his own sauna, but not a normal sauna. Because that would be too easy.
Red flags are going up right now.
That would be way too easy. If you had your own sauna, a normal sauna, that's not organic. So he brings me up to his sauna, dude, and it's an X-ray machine. This free, like we see at the airport, dude. You get in it, and you go in, and then it's an X-ray machine. And he goes, dude, this is good. This is not only is it cleansing, but I can also see your true self. Wow. So I got in his sauna, dude. I came out with fucking bone cancer. And then he goes, but guess what? I got a remedy for that.
Of course he does.
I go, great. At this point, dude, I can feel a tumor growing on my left elbow.
Yeah.
Because the radiation was so intense from the sauna.
Did it feel warm, though? Did it feel good at the time?
It felt great. Yeah,
you
for
were
sure.
Loose, though.
Yeah. I mean,
loose?
Some of the... definitely feeling loose. And so then he goes, hey, hop in my ice bath.
Whoa.
But a normal ice bath would be too easy.
Oh, no.
So,
he's got an ethical, organic ice bath?
Dry ice bath.
Oh.
Dry ice bath, dude. Which you would think would be dangerous.
And it was?
Dude, I got in. I had to get a whole new skin graft for my entire body. But it felt, dude, I don't have the cancer anymore.
He froze it.
Oh, dude, it's at his house. It's hanging up in his closet. My old skin suit is hanging up in his closet. That's what he's going to be for Halloween. He's going to be me on the 4th of July for Halloween. So he has that. He has an ice bath. He has an x-ray. He has a sauna. Of course, music's playing the entire time, but not music that...
Not wireless music, though.
Oh, no, there's a guitar floating around, dude.
Okay.
There's a guitar floating around. Everyone doesn't have shoes on, of course, because that would be against the vibes, man, of the house.
I'm kind of down with that, man. That's one thing I wish Americans would embrace. Is like, take your shoes off in the house.
I agree. I like shoes off in the house, but dude, this was a forced shoe off. This wasn't a comfortable. This was like it was like, hey man, you should take off your shoes. I'm like, just because you even thought of that, I don't want to take my shoes off.
Yeah, it feels like a creepy thing all of a sudden.
Yeah,
it does. When somebody's like, "Oh no, we don't wear shoes in this house," it's like, "What, you guys, a couple of pervs?" You know what I mean?
Pervs.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah.
What are you trying to sneak a peek at my freaking left orbital foot?
My little piggies. You want to get my little piggies in your mouth?
Yeah. You want to see this cleft heel? I don't think so.
But I'm still down with it. It's just, you don't want it to be forced. It needs to be a change of custom.
I'm down with no shoes also. And I like wearing it. I don't wear shoes in my house. But when you have to take your shoes off because it's part of the vibe, that's where I draw the line. When it's if you don't take your shoes off, you're not getting the full experience.
Is your living room a beach? Because then that's the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I take my shoes off at the beach.
Yeah.
I want to feel that sand in my toes.
Yeah, if you're wearing shoes at the beach, dude,
then you're a fucking psycho. But if you're just,
you're
like,
eating a corn
don't
dog,
fuck
probably.
up like, don't fuck up my carpets. Take off your shoes.
No, we were outside, bruh. It just didn't.
But no beach. He did not put in.
Beach.
He didn't have like a sand volleyball court.
No, he had a patio, a brick patio with very harsh wiring chairs. Anyway, dude.
Now I'm very against this guy now. At first, I was feeling him. He had this crazy ice bath and an x-ray sauna.
He had x-ray and one drip coffee. Yeah, he was very in. But now microdosing ketamine.
Take your shoes off when you go into my patio?
No. Dude, last time that happened, last time someone took their shoes off on the patio, Vietnam happened.
I'm pretty sure that's how World War I started, too.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That guy
Winston Churchill, dude.
The You don't want to see his
Archduke Marmont, dude, had freaking boils on he had blister boils. Winston Churchill found that very offensive.
Right.
And thus World War I happened.
Right.
World War II actually...
If he would have kept his shoes on.
Dude, World War I ended when they put their shoes back on.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to take your shoes off on a patio. Inside, I'm fine with. On a patio, get out of here. The icing on the cake, Gerard, was that this guy had an ozone machine.
Oh, no.
And for those who are listening who don't live in fucking Neverland, for those of you who don't live on Cloud Atlas, for those of you who don't live in the stratosphere, ozone is a thing that is in the sky. Ozone...
We almost lost it back in the 90s, but we got it back.
Yeah. So ozone belongs in the sky. That's just science. Okay? You can learn about that in even public schools. Mm-hmm. Okay? You don't only have to... Dude, you can look up YouTube. You can look up a dictionary. Ozone, last time I checked, and I'm not even that smart, ozone's never been ground level. Because it doesn't belong here.
Because it's 3 oxygen molecules and it's too heavy.
It's too heavy. And
on the surface.
Yeah. So what they do is this guy has brought ozone down to Earth. And he has an ozone tank. And in the ozone tank, there's 2 tubes attached to it. And it's like a propane tank. And the propane, the ozone flows. And you would think that, okay, just put a tube in your mouth, suck in some ozone, maybe fresh lungs, maybe fresh feelings. No, you can't do it in your lungs because it's too cold. So where does this guy stick that ozone tube? Up his ass. Up his butt.
Ozone. That's why they call it the ozone.
Oh, zone, dude. And he's like, dude, if you have a sugar addiction, if you like tobacco too much, dude, if you have a bad relationship with your parents, ozone will fix everything. Ozone is a cure-all. I'm like, it doesn't take away from the fact that you're still butt chugging air, dude.
At the Butt Chug Cafe, we'll stick ozone up your a-hole.
Just a lot, dude.
Thing is, the smell of ozone smells real nice. It's like a weird clean smell, but it's really it's an irritant and it's not good for you.
Yeah. I'm like, where?
Just in case anybody's listening and seriously considering sticking ozone up there into their ozone.
Yeah. If you're listening to this and you're on Amazon and you have it in your shopping cart, take it out
right now.
Replace it with a freaking Nook.
Yeah, something else, and use a referral code.
Get a hammock instead. Literally get anything.
Do not
get a gas tank full of ozone
to
put up your butt or in your nostrils but it just, and going back to what I was saying about this guy being sober, and now you guys hearing all that, does this guy sound sober? Even though he's not drinking, even though he's not doing hard drugs, this guy is a slave to every other thing that makes him feel good. That makes him feel, or he thinks he feels good.
Right.
So this guy is in no way free. You know, as tired and as stressed out as I get, this is the work, being here, doing stand up, going to the gym, being there in relationships is 100 times healthier than sticking ozone up your butt.
Yeah.
Showing up and doing work. This guy doesn't do the work. He wants there to be a magic pill. He wants there to be a magic combination. He's like, oh, maybe if I, do 20 minutes in the ice bath and 5 minutes with ozone, and then I read, where the wild things are. I drink a B vitamin complex. He's looking for that answer where answers don't exist.
You have to love the work in order for it to work.
Yeah. I mean, the reason I'm here and the reason you're here is because we love doing this.
Right. And it applies to everything. So the work you need to get sober, at some point, you're going to be uncomfortable. And even if you hate it, you still have to love it. You still have to be like, this is the way. This is my way through. And I have to do it. And I love it for that, even though I hate it.
Yeah. Even though it's uncomfortable, it's like, that like through that pain and through not taking shortcuts, it will end up making you...
It's the not taking shortcuts thing that's important. And everywhere in life.
And ozone's the biggest shortcut you can actually do.
Yeah. It's like... It's like the first on the alphabetical list of shortcuts.
Oh, absolutely. It's like ozone and then steroids.
Yep. And what's the other one? SARMs?
SARMs are nice. No, I'm a huge SARM proponent. I was actually looking at SARMs the other night. I love those things.
Those SARMs aren't shortcuts, huh?
Well,
they're SARMs. They're short arms.
Yeah, that's I love a good SARM. I was thinking about ordering some the other day because, dude, I just felt a little insecure because of this new job. I'm tired. I'm not working out as much. And then when you're tired and not working out, dude, your diet suffers.
Absolutely.
And so, I'm definitely going to eat a pizza tonight, and that's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up for it, but, I can kind of feel it.
I got one. I got a frozen pizza at home.
I can't wait to eat a pizza. I'm pumped about it. I'm going to have a good night.
Before we go.
Yes, what's up?
I want to be a guru, right?
Okay,
so I've been working on being a guru.
Look like a guru.
Yeah, I'm starting. And so I got to come up with good sayings. It was Mark Twain who said, "Most of the matters we worry about are not matters of consequence, but of convenience."
Yeah, but if you want to be a guru, you can't use someone else's quote.
As a guru, you have to refer to other gurus. That's all in the guru. But you got to have, how would Aristotle say it? You got to quote him.
Aristotle Theorist, who's on our podcast last week.
Yeah.
How would he say it?
He'd probably say, stop worrying about dumb shit, you dumb fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a smart dude.
Yeah, he'd probably add that on there. But yeah, that's part of being a guru. So what do you think of that statement?
I think it's great.
If I posted that on Instagram with,
I would
in
not
a cool
like it.
font, you wouldn't like it? No.
Oh, no. I would probably reconsider our friendship.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. These are the things I'm learning as a guru.
Yeah. Well, another part of being a guru is understanding understanding the power you hold and the understanding that you hold, and not eliciting it to others for likes. You know,
you know what, Graham? You're right on the money there, because that is the difference between a guru and like a motivational speaker, is that the guru can't seek anybody out. People come to the guru. So that's a real hard thing. Figure out.
And also, like, it's hard because sometimes we have quotes that really, really stick with us and we love them. But that, in my opinion, when you have something like an idea, or you have one of the, like, say, a very universal law that you get, you know, like, say it's just as simple as, like, do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. Instead of posting it to social media, act on it. You know, be that instead of posting it, because it's not appreciated. It's just for vanity's sake. But if you go out and if you show up and you act that way, not wanting anything in return, then that's where you get the true reward.
Right.
You know, as also the yoga guy would post that, Gerard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yogis, as a guru, you know, you don't have a lot of respect for the yogi nowadays.
Oh no, the yogis it's too much kombucha.
Doing it dirty, man.
They're so dirty, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to The Great Mistake. I'm Graham Rogers. Check us out on Instagram, iTunes, and Spotify. Download and comment. Leave a rating for us.
Leave a rating. And remember, everybody makes mistakes.
Everyone makes mistakes.
That's the most important thing to remember after you listen to this podcast.
Yeah. And if you make mistakes, try, even though sometimes it's so hard, don't beat yourself up for them. But learn from them, you know, and practice what you think.
Yeah.
You know,
when you fall off that horse, get right back up and get some horse riding lessons.
Absolutely. Or like ride a donkey.
Get a smaller horse.
Get a cob.
Small.
Get a cob. Thank you guys for listening. We really appreciate you, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.